Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs, welcome back to Terraria, and as you can see I have made a bit of progress. We have beaten the Moonlord for a second time off camera and I managed to get myself the entire Stardust set, so now I am a full-fledged summoner. I have my Guardian, I got my Stardust Dragon, I got the achievement for having as many minions as I possibly could. This Rainbow Crystal Staff now does hella damage and we are going to try out the Frost Moon right now, because I've done a bit of Pumpkin Moon stuff off camera and that went really well, so how hard can the Frost Moon be, he says. So yeah, I'll see how this goes. I think it's meant to be a slightly harder version of Pumpkin Moon, but I think I'll do okay. I hope I'll do okay. And I have a few preparations in place, which basically the same stuff I had for the Moonlord except for the honey. I got my floaty UFO. I've got a few banners down here from Pumpkin Moon enemies, but none from Frost Moon enemies yet, so we will see how this goes. I've also been doing a little bit of stuff off camera, which I will tell you about in a second, but I want to make sure we get this thing on the road. Got some Heart Reach potions as well, which I think I got from a Sky Crate or something whilst I've been completing fishing quests for the Angler. So, starting to get a decent feel for how the absolute end game of this whole business works, but now it's time for the Frost Moon, and this is presumably pretty much the same as the Pumpkin Moon for the most part, and there's lots of lovely little elves, which I think are probably going to tear me apart. Zombie elf and elf archer, okay, come at me. The main reason I want to do this is to get gold, because I'm in the process of like reforging a bunch of accessories, so I've kind of optimized my setup for summoner and maybe melee class as well. I kind of want to get back into farming the Moonlord. I still need to fight Duke Fishron, and I've been taking some steps towards that. I gather that the way you summon him is by... Oh, wow, that's a Christmas edition of the Morning Wood. That's pretty funny. So yeah, I gather the way you summon Duke Fishron is you find a truffle worm from an underground mushroom biome, and I have found precisely one of those, and it's not very big. So, oh my gosh, what on earth is an elf copter? That is something I have yet to discover. So I feel like we'll be seeing one of those shortly, but yes, anyway, we have ourselves a bit of a truffle worm farm set up elsewhere, further down in the mines, but oh my gosh, what is that? Santa NK1, are you kidding me? What the heck? Well, luckily, it seems to be going down pretty hard, which is not a bad situation to be in here. I don't even have my Heart Reach potion on, so looks like we're going to be able to survive this pretty easily. I've got the Stardust Dragon doing overtime for me in the background. That elf copter thing is hilarious. What the heck? And Krampus. Oh my god, Krampus. Oh no. Oh, he's an evil looking guy, isn't he? I'm sure we'll get some really interesting drops off of these guys as well. I think a lot of the money that you get from the Pumpkin Moon at least seems to come from the amount of trophies you get in Wave 15. Maybe you're just meant to sell those at the end and that's how you attain all of the gold and stuff, because I've been getting like maybe 4 platinum per Pumpkin Moon, which is not as much as I've seen people online get, but I'm not into like really intense money farm mechanics yet, so we'll see how that goes for us. I just wanted to try this thing out, because this is something that, you know, haven't really had much of in Terraria yet, this kind of wave survival thing. I mean, the pirates and the goblin invasion are one thing, but this is something else entirely. The fact that it all comes in waves and it's like a player-triggered event is pretty fun. Oh my days, there's like parachuting presents and stuff. What on earth is going on? We're on wave 10 already though, look at that. Not bad, not bad. The problem with summoning minions and stuff is that they tend to get in the way. Like, I've actually noticed that having the Stardust Dragon on an enemy will impede my ability to hit them as fast. So, I don't know, maybe we'll just have to sit back and let them do the work. I'm not sure. I haven't even brought out the Rainbow Crystal yet. Let's get on that. I need to give myself as much as much damaging power as possible. Oh my gosh, what are those? We've got crazy enemies coming after us at this point. Flocko, Ice Queen. Oh wow, that's an Ice Queen. Alright. Okay, she's made an appearance. Your Majesty. This is the ice equivalent of the Pumpkin, I guess. So yeah, Ice Queen, it makes sense. Everything in Terraria seems to have like a dark side and a light side, or like they've got parallels. There's a lot of parallels in the game, which is kind of neat in a way. They've kind of thought about it from all angles, shall we say. We're on wave 11 still, so not doing too badly at this point. I think we need to get the solar eruption back on the go, though. Deal some heavy damage. Yeah, that's it. Ice Queen got nothing on me. Come on. Stardust Dragon is probably doing most of the work at this point. That thing just does a flyby every now and again. That's quality. Give me them hearts, though. Need to heal up a little bit. Hey, not bad. Not bad. We're doing alright. Doing alright for wave 12 already. Gonna stay down here by my crystals. I think some of the enemies get trapped down here as well, down here to the left. So I might have to come down here and clean some of this out. I don't want to get trapped down here though, that's the problem. That's the thing I'm concerned about first and foremost. See, I'm not making enough hits on the Ice Queen the rest of the time. The Stardust Dragon just gets in the way. So maybe if we can figure out a different way of doing this, maybe a different class instead of Summoner. I really like Summoning though. Summoning is one of my favourite things about this game, I think. Having a bit of a retrospective on Terraria, seeing as the series is probably winding down at this point, I really, really like Summoning. I think it's a fantastic mechanic. And I really hope there's something like that in Starbound, because Starbound is one of the games I've been thinking about trying out next. There we go, that's another Ice Queen down. We've got to do this like the Pumpkin Moon. We've got to do it all in the space of a night, so let's hope that we can manage that. I think by this point in the Pumpkin Moon, I'm normally on wave 15. But we're getting there, we're getting close. We're getting close. Come down here and fight you. They're keeping their distance, but I haven't even had to heal yet or anything. Vampire Knives are helping, of course, but with the regen and everything, we've got heart reach, we've got all of these hearts that the things keep spawning when Stardust Dragon kills them. Not bad. Keeping pretty good health, and I haven't even forged all my accessories so they're warding yet. I've got 2 of them, but that's the goal, I think, is to get as much defense to counterbalance the fact that the summoner armor is kind of weak. Wave 13, not bad. Not bad. Keep them coming. Okay, wave 14 just started. We're not doing too badly. Try and stay as far down here as possible. Yeah, that thing is firing a ton of stuff at me. You get out of here. As long as I can keep grabbing hearts, I'm okay. I'm getting to the point where I need to heal now. Things are starting to heat up for me a little bit. Oh my goodness, yep. Yep, you need to get taken out, and Vampire Knives need to come back into play. Alright, alright, alright. Do we have any hearts anywhere that I can grab real quick? Because, yeah, these guys are getting a little bit dicey right now. Okay, there we go. We got the achievement. Ice Scream. I see what they did there. Terraria is full of puns as well. I think that appeals to the British side of me. That's to say the entirety of my being is geared towards puns. So yeah, they've definitely got in touch with that side for sure. And in the middle of all that, we died. So that's a lesson to be learned, isn't it? Don't take any of this too lightly. But now we're back in the game. We're back in getting regen. We're back to full health. And those spikes down there, I thought they were drops. That's the problem. I thought those were drops when they were actually stuff that was designed to kill us. So that's a lesson to be learned. Now, if we get to the end of wave 15, does it just become... It just becomes survival after that, I assume, like the Pumpkin Moon does. Just everything dropping so much stuff. And you see how far you can get. Oh no, this has 16 waves. So this has more waves. I wonder where it stops then. But it's presumably going to stop in a second because we're about to run out of daylight, or about to run out of nighttime rather. It's about to be daytime. Man, those things... they go down pretty easy once you've got the technique down. So many presents and stuff. And yep, they're all running away now. Look at that. We cleaned up. And then I dropped my Vampire Knives. That was probably a bad move. Alright, let's check that there aren't any more spikes down here. But yes, eviscerated by spikes. That's not a way to go. So how much did we get out of that? We got like 1 platinum. That's really not very much. I was expecting it to be more than the Pumpkin Moon ultimately, but I guess not. Huh. No worries, though. Maybe there's a way to maximize that. If you guys have any, like, money grinding tips, let me know in the comments if there's any, like, accessories that get you more money and stuff like that. That would be really useful to know, because as it is, they didn't even drop that much stuff I could pick up. Pumpkin Moon has a ton of good drops, and I suppose, yeah, Christmas Hook, Zombie Elf Banner, stuff like this. I guess I can probably pop it down here so we can get through the waves a little bit easier. But yeah, we have a chain gun, we have a Christmas Hook, 50% chance not to consume ammo. That's not bad for a ranger, but still not quite the accessory fest I was expecting. So maybe there's something I'm missing there, I don't know, but I think the Pumpkin Moon is definitely going to be more lucrative for us. And now all that's over and done with, let's go down and check up on our truffle worm farm. Now I need to go and grab the bug net from up here, because apparently these things burrow very quickly once you find them, and I probably need to get rid of the Stardust Dragon just in case it decides to step in and take matters into its own hands, because every now and again I'll go to the dungeon and the Stardust Dragon likes to kill the cultists. So I start the lunatic cultist fight before I even have a chance to avoid them. When I want to go and farm Ectoplasm from the dungeon, it's not ideal. So there you go. Right, down here we have ourselves a few platforms, but it still says no rare creatures nearby, and I'm told the truffle worm should show up on the rare creatures list. So I guess we're not going to get ourselves a truffle worm from here just yet. I've set it up so that this blue grass will grow and hopefully maximize the amount of space we can have down here to spawn truffle worms. But it doesn't look like there's one down here for now. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go fishing anyway. Let's go to the ocean, because the next angler quest is over at the ocean, so I'm probably going to head over there myself. And I'm kind of wondering what else I want to do with this world before we wrap up. It would be really cool to do some building, because obviously I've only built in this really small section of the map, and there is an entire map all around here to explore. But do I want to do that? I'm not really sure at this point. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do a little bit more building, and maybe we can start a more building-focused series if that's what people want to see, but for the most part, I think people are into Terraria for the action and stuff, right? You guys are in it for seeing a bit of combat, seeing how I react to all of the bosses and things like that. That's what I'm assuming. Anyway, let me know if you'd like to see something a little bit more building-focused from a future Terraria series, and maybe we can make it happen, but I think for now we've found our rhythm. We found our rhythm with Terraria. I think we've kind of got it all figured out, and that was an Ice Queen trophy. So I wonder if we can sell those. Why is the Crimson music playing, by the way? That's a concern. Like, is the Crimson getting too close or something? Because if that's actually happening, then that's a worry. I don't want it to get too close to my little settlement over here. So I'm concerned. Take a look down there. I think that's all clay. On the minimap it shows up like that and it makes me worried, but I think it's all clay. I wonder and I worry. Not to worry. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Let's head over to the ocean and catch the next angler quest. And here we are. Let's grab ourselves a fishing potion, a crate potion, and a sonar potion, so we know what we're doing. Wooden crate? Sure, I'll take it. I've been getting crates occasionally, but I haven't been worrying too much about them because, let's face it, everything has been pretty much gotten at this stage that's going to be gotten out of these crates. There's a trout, which I'll probably leave. What we're looking for is Captain Tuna Beard. There he is. Only took us a couple of seconds to get him as well. Been working through the angler quest slowly but surely, grinding for that achievement. Journeyman bait, sonar potions. He hasn't really been giving me all that much awesome stuff, but I imagine we're going to get a better fishing rod from him at some point. Got an iron bar and some mana potions. Meh. Subpar loot as far as I'm concerned at this point. Haven't really got a great deal of stuff that we need to get now. The main thing I want to do is grind for Luminite, and that's a pain in the bum, so that's going to be something to do in the off time, I think. I haven't got any room in anywhere for these weapons now. That's the problem. I need to start expanding my storage if I want to keep any of this stuff. But let's take another quick look for the truffle worm in case we can get in a Duke Fishron fight in this episode. Maybe we can, maybe we'll have to search for them off camera and then come back and then do that separately. But I want to fight him because he's the only boss I haven't fought in Terraria yet, and that's a reason enough, I think. And I don't have my net with me, so I wouldn't be able to get him anyway. And not a single worm appeared that day, but no worries, we're going to go to phase 2 of my plan for this episode, and we're going to summon the pumpkin moon, because evidently that's going to get us a little bit more dosh than the other one did. And it's just coming up to the right time. We've got pretty much everything prepared. I don't have a second set of potions, but I think we should be fine. Got all the buffs that we want to get, and a massive Stardust Dragon to help us out. Let's do this! First wave. Scarecrows. Come at me, Scarecrows. These guys don't stand a chance. Especially now I've got banners down here for them. Oh, someone's playing Just Cause 2. Enjoy that. Wave 2 over in seconds at this rate. Ain't too bad. I think I may even have some more of those heart reach potions, and they will be kind of useful for the later stages of this. So I might quickly pop up to Pixel and see if I've got them while the Stardust Dragon takes care of these guys. Let's wander on down here. Oh, Splinterling, Hellhound. Yep, we're moving on to the next phase. Looks like I don't have them. Never mind. Not a problem. We've managed without before, we will manage without again. But yeah, I managed to get to wave 15 of this particular challenge a couple of times off camera. I already got the achievement for it though, so sorry about that, guys, if you've been waiting for me to get the achievements the whole time. I don't think people really mind at this point. But it's always good to do that stuff on camera, considering it's for the first time and everything. But look at that, the Morning Woods are just going down so easily. I don't even mind that I'm setting them on fire, because, you know, that'll just happen anyway. They just drop out of the sky too, that's the funniest thing. Oh, those guys nearly caught me in the crossfire. Big problem there, but no worries. We can buff ourselves, we can heal ourselves. These guys don't stand a chance. We should probably set the Guardian down here as well, just so he can do a little bit more. And the Rainbow Crystal needs to come back out, but for that I need to put away my bug net. So I need to get that done in a second. Get all that glorious life. There we go. Have a Rainbow Crystal. This guy can help out. My Guardian obviously will just set himself down and then come back to me if I fly too far away, so I've got to be a little bit careful of how far away I get. I'm not handling this the best I possibly could, but that's okay because I don't really need to at this point. Got enough potions, I've got enough healing buffs. The Vampire Knives are still absolutely brilliant. We're already on wave 9. Look, this goes so much faster than Frost Moon does. Get up all that juicy life and keep going. Where's my dragon got to? He's around here somewhere. I need him to help me out with these pumpkins, because he is a boss at dealing with them. There we go, there we go. Oh, we got killed. And that happened so quickly. But look, we've already got a platinum, look. We're already on wave 10 and heading for wave 11. This is the problem here. We've got to make sure we buff ourselves, make sure we heal up, and then we get to take on everything one more time. The pumpkins come along and they absolutely slay you when you start out on this, so just got to be careful of that stuff. I have been caught in a couple of death loops where I've just been stuck in my house over and over again, and it's probably going to happen again here. Yep, there it is. Oh gosh. Well, maybe this isn't quite going to go the way I planned. Got to get myself healed by the nurse. There we go, there we go. Stardust Dragon to me! And Vampire Knives, and all my NPCs are going to die if I don't get myself out of here soon. Heal up and fly away, hopefully. There we go, yes. Sorry, party girl's going to get killed. Oh gosh, yep. Death loops are happening, guys. Death loops are happening. That's the problem with this, is you you kind of have to stay in the world as well. Like if I leave, then that's going to be it. So, let's see if I can get healed up by the nurse again. Yep, there we go, there we go. Oh gosh, all my NPCs are dying now. Of course. It would have to happen while I was recording, wouldn't it? Get out of there. Alright, maybe we can make this work. Maybe we can heal up and get things back to normal. As long as we're in range of the healing buffs, then maybe we'll have a chance. Oh gosh. Yeah, see, this is... I was expecting Frost Moon to be harder for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but I think maybe I had read that it was harder, but Pumpkin Moon is definitely harder. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin Moon is kicking my butt right here. Okay, but we got our money back at least. We got that 1 platinum hanging out. I should probably just go and deposit that somehow. Get that in the piggy bank as soon as possible. Problem is, I've got no buff potions left, and I don't think I have any left in my chest, so I should really have prepared slightly better for this. Get the hearts, get the hearts! Oh, gosh. Probably going to get my butt kicked in a second. Oh, no, 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 no. Come back to the hearts. Yes, okay, alright. Yeah, just need that little extra buffer of life is going to be helpful. Stay in the regen zone, stay healed, stay focused. I reckon we can get to wave 15. Died a couple of times in the process, but the nurse is kind of helpful for that, I guess. Keep with the vampire knives. Is there a way of getting life drain on other weapons? Because if I could get life drain added to my solar eruption somehow, then I would be unstoppable. I just don't know if it's possible to do that at all. So I'm going to have to find out somehow if you can do that. Oh man, I need to fly around a little bit and heal. Oh, there's some hearts there. Can I get to those? I don't think I can get to them. These guys are flailing at me. When you get caught by some of those... Oh, yes. Okay, some more hearts. Some more hearts. Yes, there's so many down here. If I can just reach them. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Okay, we're back in action again. On wave 14 still. My Stardust Dragon is off somewhere else. I don't even know. And that Stardust Guardian, who spawns along with the armor set, really doesn't do all that much damage compared to the other summons you have. So I kind of wish there was a way of buffing him a little bit, but I don't think there is, at least not as far as I've seen. But yeah, man, a heart reach potion would have been so good there. Would have been so, so good. Alright, let's go and chat to the nurse again. We're on wave 15. We've got 300 points. And we might be able to make this work. We might be able to grab a little bit more money tonight. But, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Everyone is going to die now. Everyone going to die now. Myself included. Yep, can't even get out of there. Can't even get out of there. Too much knockback. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Caitlin, heal yourself. Be healed. Oh gosh. Yep, these guys need to die. These guys need to die. Oh, man. Oh, this is an absolute cluster. Oh, my days. The nurse can absolutely tank, though. Look at that. She's healing herself as fast as they're damaging her, which is pretty impressive stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to get killed over and over and over again here. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Let's see if we can get out the back door. Can we? Can we? Run. Run. Nope. Nope. There's just too many of them at this point. They're just going to decimate all my NPCs. We're going to end up with a whole differently named group of people by the end of this. Well, that was not as successful as I had hoped. Look at the amount of gravestones in my house now. Oh, at least we can get some of our money back from that, though. Oh, man. That did not go well. That did not go well. There was me thinking I was going to be okay, and look at all of this stuff. Let's see what you could have won. Oh, my days. Flying fish, get out of my face right now. Alright, well, at least we got a little bit of money from that. I have myself 2 platinum coins I didn't have before and a bunch of stuff I can sell, so there's that. I will probably work on some of this stuff off of camera and build up my supply of potions a little bit. I think that's where I'm falling down at this point. We really need to get potion farming, don't we? But that's going to be it for today's episode of Terraria. Thank you guys so much for turning up and watching me fail. I still have a lot to learn, it seems, but that's going to be it. Leave a like on it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.